Hey there, and welcome to the Deep Dive from the Morss Global Finance Podcast team. I'm John, and with me today is Tiffany, our expert in all things finance. We've got a really cool deep dive lined up for you all today about Scottsdale Mint.
Always great to be here, John. Scottsdale Mint is really becoming quite the name in the precious metals world. I think we're going to find some interesting things today that you might not know about.
For sure, for sure. Now, I know a lot of you out there listening are interested in potentially adding precious metals to your investment portfolios. So let's just dive right in. What makes Scottsdale Mint tick? They're not just some storefront selling gold and silver, are they?
Nope, not at all. They actually manufacture a whole bunch of different gold and silver products, coins, bars, rounds, you name it. They cater to everyone from individual investors all the way up to banks and even governments. What I think is really interesting is how they're focused on combining artistry with really high-tech minting processes. It's not just about like churning out bullion. They're really creating these collectible pieces with really intricate designs.
So they're kind of bridging the gap between pure investment and the collector's market.
Exactly. Now, the company itself was founded back in 2008 by Josh Phair, and they got headquarters in both Arizona and Wyoming. I thought that was kind of odd, especially for a company with such a global reach.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Wyoming's known for its secure facilities though, right? Maybe that plays a part.
That's a great point. Wyoming definitely has that reputation for being secure, which could be a big plus for investors worried about keeping their assets safe. And speaking of security and credibility, get this. Scottsdale Mint actually mints official currency for over 20 countries. That really says something about their expertise and the trust they've built up in the global market.
Wow, over 20 countries. That's really impressive. I bet their leadership team is pretty top-notch to be able to pull that off.
Oh, they definitely have a very strong team. Josh Phair, the founder, he actually comes from an insurance background with a real emphasis on risk management, which, let's face it, is super important in any investment.
Absolutely. And I was reading a bit about their COO, Andrew Martineau. He's coming from APMEX, a huge player of the precious metals industry, right?
Right. His experience with a large-scale operation like that is so valuable for Scottsdale Mint's growth. And then you've got David McMaster. He's their chief legal counsel. And this guy has worked at the White House, A&D, specialized in precious metals law. Talk about a powerful combo of experience, especially when you're dealing with international regulations and government contracts.
Wow, he must be busy.
For sure. And to round out the leadership team, there's Eric Highsmith. He's the VP of Business Development. And he comes from telecom and finance, so a pretty diverse background. But from what I've gathered, he's laser focused on building those strong partnerships, which is so key for expanding their reach.
So they've got a really solid foundation in place.
Right.
But let's talk about what Scottsdale Mint actually offers. I know they have a huge range of silver products.
They really do. And they cater to different budgets, too. They have everything from your standard 1-ounce coins and bars all the way up to kilo bars for the serious investor. And the designs are really interesting. For example, they offer 2024 Trump rounds, which are definitely going to be popular with a certain segment of collectors.
Well, those are going to be a conversation starter, for sure.
Yeah.
But they're not just catering to one political ideology or anything like that, are they? What else have they got?
Oh, absolutely not. They have a ton of different designs. They've got Lady Justice coins, Scottsdale Reserve coins, even an Archangel Michael bar. They all tell a different story and appeal to different tastes.
Yeah, you know me. I'm always drawn to the more unusual stuff. What about their gold offerings?
Well, you're in luck. They have the same kind of variety in sizes for gold as they do for silver. And some of the designs are really cool. For example, they offer Barbados Trident coins. And you can get those in both silver and gold, which is great if you like to compare the two metals side by side.
Oh, that's smart. I've always been kind of curious about that.
Yeah.
What else stands out to you?
Well, there's the Cameroon Mandrill coin. That one caught my eye right away just because of the name. Mandrills are those colorful monkeys,
Oh.
And the coin design is super intricate. They also have a prepper gold bar. I thought that was interesting. It seems like they're tapping into that whole trend of people wanting to be prepared for anything.
Makes sense. Gold has always been seen as that safe haven asset, especially in uncertain times. But I bet the real showstopper has got to be that 8.88-ounce Lucky Dragon bar.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That one's definitely a statement piece. And hey, who doesn't love a little bit of luck, right?
Right. It seems like Scottsdale Mint really knows how to cater to a lot of different interests and investment strategies.
They do. And it's not just about the bullion either. They go beyond that, offering government coins from countries like Australia, Barbados, and Cameroon.
So they're getting into the numismatic market, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's smart, diversifying their offerings like that.
Exactly. And they don't stop there. They also have a whole line of accessories, not just for storing your precious metals, but for displaying them as well.
Oh, that's interesting. What kind of accessories are we talking about here?
Well, they have everything from these elegant walnut and plum boxes to silk bags for individual coins. And for the serious collector, they even offer custom display cases. It's like they understand that for a lot of people, owning precious metals is about more than just the investment. It's about owning something beautiful, something with history.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to elevate the whole experience of owning precious metals.
They are. They even tap into seasonal themes, like their 4th of July silver collection.
Like a clever way to appeal to a wider audience.
Mm.
And speaking of appealing to collectors, what about their Alpha Strike collection? I heard that's something special.
Oh, it is. The Alpha Strike collection is super rare. It only makes up like 5% of their total production. And they sell out fast. We're talking limited edition coins with these totally unique designs, like the turtle and stingray coins, which have incredible engravings.
So it's a combination of scarcity and artistry that's driving the demand for those.
Exactly. That exclusivity just adds another layer of appeal for collectors.
Now, I know Scottsdale Mint offers more than just the products themselves. They have a buyback program too, right?
Yeah.
That seems like a really valuable service for investors.
Oh, absolutely. It gives you peace of mind knowing that you've got a guaranteed buyer for your Scottsdale Mint products. If you ever need to liquidate your assets, it definitely sets them apart from some of the competition.
And they offer vault storage too?
Yep. They have both local and international vault storage options, including facilities in Wyoming, which, like we talked about earlier, is really known for being secure. So it's a good option for investors who don't want to store their metals at home.
And get this, folks. Scottsdale Mint even offers custom minting.
I know, right? It's pretty amazing. Just imagine having your own unique coin design. Talk about a personalized investment piece.
For sure. But for those of us who aren't ready to design our own coins just yet, they do have a dealer network. So you can find Scottsdale Mint products at a local dealer near you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Accessibility is important. And they've made sure that their products are available in a bunch of different ways.
Now, before we move on, I want to touch on something that really impressed me. Scottsdale Mint's commitment to giving back. It's not just about profits for them. They seem to genuinely want to make a positive impact.
Yeah, their Coins for Charity program is really something else. They donate a portion of the proceeds from certain coin sales to different charities.
That's fantastic. It shows that they're not just some faceless corporation. They're actually involved in making the world a better place. Do you know how much they've raised so far?
Well, since 2015, they've raised over $328,000, which is pretty significant. And they've supported some really great organizations, like Global Fingerprints in Congo and Chances for Children in Haiti.
Those are organizations doing incredible work. Global Fingerprints is focused on empowering communities in Congo through education and sustainable development. And Chances for Children provides care and support for vulnerable kids in Haiti. It's really heartwarming to see Scottsdale Mint using their platform to help these causes.
It really is inspiring to see a company like Scottsdale Mint kind of weaving purpose into their business model, It adds a whole other dimension to what they do.
It absolutely does. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about their global reach. I know they ship to a lot of different places.
They do. They ship to Europe, the Pacific region, the Mediterranean, U.S., and Canada. Pretty much everywhere, it seems like.
Wow, that's impressive. They must have a pretty good system in place for handling all those international payments.
Oh, they've definitely made it easy for customers all over the world to do business with them. You can pay in U.S. dollars, use a bank transfer, use PayPal. And get this, they even accept crypto.
Cryptocurrency for precious metals. That's wild. Talk about staying ahead of the curve.
I know, right? It shows they're adaptable and thinking ahead, recognizing how finance is changing. And for anyone worried about shipping costs, they offer free shipping on orders over $199.
That's a nice perk, especially for larger orders. Okay, so they've got the products, the services, the global reach. But what are people actually saying about Scottsdale Mint?
Well, John, let's take a look at what the public's saying. Overall, Scottsdale Mint is getting really positive feedback. Like, they have an excellent rating on Trustpilot, 4.6 out of 5 stars. And that's based on over 200 reviews.
That's a pretty decent sample size.
It is. And it's not just Trustpilot. The Better Business Bureau gives them an A rating with a score of 4.87 out of 5. And that's based on over 180 reviews. So they're consistently giving their customers a good experience.
That's good to hear, especially for someone like me who's thinking about maybe investing with them.
Exactly. And their Facebook page shows an 88% recommendation rate from over 100 reviews. People really seem to like sharing their positive experiences with Scottsdale Mint.
What kind of things are people saying specifically?
A lot of the comments are about the quality and design of their products. People are impressed with the little details in the engravings and the overall craftsmanship. They also mention the speed of shipping and how secure the packaging is a lot.
So they're hitting all the important points. What about any negative feedback? It's always good to get a balanced perspective.
You're right. There was one negative review that stood out to me. It was about a problem with an order and some trouble getting in touch with customer service. It's important to remember that no company's perfect. There are always going to be hiccups here and there.
That's true. Overall, though, it sounds like they have a pretty solid track record.
Okay.
So to wrap things up, let's just summarize the pros and cons of Scottsdale Mint.
Okay, sure. On the plus side, we've got a huge variety of metals and products to choose from. High quality craftsmanship, attention to detail, really positive customer reviews overall, a buyback program which gives you peace of mind, and flexible payment options, including crypto. Those are some big advantages.
They really do seem to have a lot to offer. What about the downsides? What should potential investors be aware of?
Well, the price can be a bit of a barrier for some people, especially if you're just getting started with precious metals investing, and they don't ship everywhere in the world. So that's something to think about depending on where you live. Also, they're not super transparent about their storage fees for their vault services.
Those are definitely things to keep in mind. So, Tiffany, what's the final verdict here? Is Scottsdale Mint a good option for investors?
Overall, I'd say yeah. Scottsdale Mint seems like a reputable company with a good track record. They offer a ton of high-quality precious metal products and services, and they've got a solid reputation for keeping their customers happy.
That's great to hear.
But as always, it's really important to do your own research. Compare prices, read reviews, think about things like shipping costs and storage fees. Make sure that Scottsdale Mint fits your own personal investment strategy and goals.
That's great advice. Don't just take our word for it. Dig a little deeper and see if Scottsdale Mint is the right fit for you.